Hey everyone, Mystery Chronicles. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into some of the most intriguing and mysterious stories from around the world. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Christmas Eve, 1945. A fire engulfed the Sodder home. 5 of the 10 Sodder children vanished that night. What happened to the Sodder children? It remains one of the most baffling mysteries in American history. The Sodder family story began in Fayetteville, West Virginia. George Sodder, a hardworking Italian immigrant, built a good life for his family. His wife, Jenny, was a loving mother to their 10 children. They were a large, happy family, living in a modest 2-story house on the outskirts of town. The war years were a time of great anxiety in America. The Sodders, with their Italian heritage, found themselves increasingly isolated. George's criticism of Mussolini made him a target. Unsettling incidents filled George and Jenny with a sense of unease. Christmas Eve, 1945. The lights flickered, then went out completely. Jenny couldn't shake a feeling of unease, but fate had other plans. Jenny was startled by a strange sound. Fire! She screamed for George. Chaos erupted as they tried to escape. The fire spread rapidly, cutting off any escape route. George frantically searched for a ladder. The fire had spread with terrifying speed. Desperate, he raced outside, but the flames drove him back. The fire consumed everything in its path. As dawn broke, a sense of disbelief settled over the community. The fire chief quickly concluded the blaze was accidental. The Sodders refused to accept this explanation. They demanded a more thorough investigation. The Sodders continued to press for answers. The investigation remained stagnant. Rumors and speculation surrounded the Sodder family. The Sodders found themselves ostracized by their own community. Despite the lack of progress in the investigation, the Sodders refused to give up hope. They clung to every shred of evidence, every whisper that their children might still be alive. A witness claimed to have seen the missing children in a car speeding away from Fayetteville on the night of the blaze. The driver was described as a dark-haired man with a heavy Italian accent. The Sodders urged the authorities to track down the car and its occupants. The police dismissed the account as unreliable. They made no effort to locate the vehicle or question the driver. Years later, a woman claimed she'd served the missing children breakfast at a diner. She said they were with 2 adults who spoke Italian. The Sodders shared this with the authorities, urging them to investigate. But their pleas fell on deaf ears. The police, convinced the children were dead, saw no point in pursuing it. The Sodders were not deterred. They were convinced their children were alive and would not rest until they found them. The lack of cooperation from the authorities only strengthened their resolve. They were determined to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. They had already lost so much. They refused to lose hope as well. The mystery of the Sodder Children's Disappearance had become an obsession, a wound that refused to heal, and they would not rest until they found the missing pieces of the puzzle and brought their children home. The official explanation for the Sodder Children's Disappearance, a tragic accident caused by faulty wiring, has always been met with skepticism. While a fire did indeed engulf the Sodder home that Christmas Eve, many inconsistencies and unanswered questions fuel doubt about the children perishing in the blaze. The fire chief's initial assessment, conducted with surprising haste, lacked the rigor of a thorough investigation. Crucially, the house was quickly bulldozed, eliminating the possibility of a further forensic analysis. This hasty demolition has always been a point of contention, raising suspicions about what might have been hidden beneath the rubble. Furthermore, the Sodders always maintained that the fire, though intense, seemed to burn too quickly and completely for all 5 children to have perished inside. They also questioned why, despite an extensive search of the ashes, no trace of the children's remains was ever found. Even in a fire of that magnitude, bone fragments and teeth are usually resistant to complete destruction. The lack of any such remains has only fueled speculation that the children may not have been inside the house at all when the fire erupted. While the accidental fire theory offers the simplest explanation, it fails to address many lingering questions. The Sodders, unconvinced by the official narrative, clung to the belief that their children had somehow survived the fire and were still alive somewhere out there. This belief, fueled by a parent's unwavering love and a series of intriguing clues that emerged over the years, led them to explore other possibilities, including the chilling prospect that their children had been kidnapped. As the Sodders delved deeper into the fire, they unearthed unsettling incidents suggesting a sinister explanation. A stranger tried to lure the children weeks before the fire. A strange car was seen near their property, and Jenny received a mysterious phone call that night. The Sodders suspected their children were targeted, watched by someone waiting to snatch them. They believed the fire was a deliberate act, a diversion to cover up a kidnapping. One theory focused on George Sodder's criticism of Mussolini. Could his words have led to revenge? Another theory pointed to organized crime involvement. Whispers of mafia activity were common, and George might have crossed paths with dangerous individuals. The kidnapping theory, though lacking evidence, resonated with the Sodders' suspicions and their belief that their children were still alive. The Sodder case, with its lack of conclusive answers and its many strange twists and turns, has become fertile ground for conspiracy theories. Some theories though lacking concrete evidence, offer intriguing possibilities that have captured the public imagination. One such theory posits that the children were taken to Italy. This theory hinges on the belief that George Sodder had angered powerful figures in the Italian community with his anti-fascist views. Could these individuals have orchestrated the children's disappearance, sending them to live with relatives in Italy to silence George and punish him for his outspokenness? Another theory, even more sensational, suggests that the children were taken by a secret society or government agency. This theory, popular among those who believe in government cover-ups and clandestine operations, points to the inconsistencies in the official investigation and the perceived lack of interest from authorities as evidence of a larger conspiracy. While these theories might seem far-fetched, they highlight the enduring mystery surrounding the Sodder case. The lack of a definitive answer has allowed speculation to flourish, filling the void left by the unknown. Over the years, numerous amateur sleuths and armchair detectives have pored over the details of the case, searching for clues that might finally unlock the truth. The passage of time has only deepened the mystery. Witnesses have passed away, memories have faded, and physical evidence has likely turned to dust. Yet, the Sodder children's disappearance continues to haunt us, a stark reminder that even in the most ordinary of places, darkness can lurk, and some mysteries may never be fully solved. The disappearance of the Sodder children cast a long shadow over the family, forever altering the course of their lives. The festive joy of Christmas, once a time for merriment and togetherness, became a painful reminder of their unbearable loss. The empty chairs at the the silent rooms once filled with their children's laughter served as constant, agonizing reminders of the mystery that haunted them. Jenny and George Sodder, united in their grief and determination, dedicated the rest of their lives to searching for their missing children. They chased down every lead, however improbable, clinging to the hope that their children were still alive, waiting to be found. They transformed their property into a shrine of remembrance, erecting a billboard with the children's pictures and offering a reward for any information that might lead to their whereabouts. The emotional toll on the remaining Sodder children was immeasurable. They grew up under the weight of their siblings' disappearance, their childhoods irrevocably marked by the trauma of that fateful night. The mystery became a shared burden, shaping their relationships and influencing their life choices. The Sodder children, who were adults at the time of the fire, carried the weight of survivors' guilt, forever haunted by the question of what if. They grappled with the pain of losing their siblings while simultaneously navigating the complexities of their parents' relentless pursuit of the truth. The family, once large and vibrant, was left fractured and scarred, forever bound by their shared loss and the enduring mystery that consumed them. The unsolved case of the Sodder children continues to resonate far beyond the hills of Fayetteville, West Virginia. It has become ingrained in American folklore, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of ordinary life. The story, passed down through generations has sparked countless books, documentaries, and podcasts, each attempting to unravel the truth behind the children's disappearance. The case also serves as a stark reminder of the limitations of law enforcement and the devastating impact of unresolved grief. The flawed initial investigation, the dismissive attitude of authorities towards the Sodders' concerns, and the lack of closure have fueled public distrust and fueled speculation about what truly transpired that Christmas Eve. The passage of time, while dimming some memories and erasing potential evidence, has done little to quell public fascination with the case. Amateur sleuths, armed with internet forums and online archives, continue to pore over the details, searching for overlooked clues or connections that might finally crack the case. The Sodder Children's Disappearance, a tragic tale of loss and unanswered questions, serves as a cautionary reminder that even in the supposed safety of our homes, darkness can descend, leaving behind a legacy of heartbreak and an enduring mystery that continues to captivate and haunt us. The mystery of the Sodder Children's Disappearance is a haunting enigma. Even amidst the warmth of family and Christmas lights, darkness can descend, leaving an enduring chill. The image of the burning house and the 5 empty beds linger in the minds of those who know this case. Despite the passage of time, the embers of this mystery still glow, fueled by unanswered questions. The lack of a definitive conclusion has amplified the mystery, turning a local tragedy into a national obsession. The Sodder children, frozen in time, symbolize the enduring power of hope and despair.